Good morning, everyone. What I want to talk to you about today is a question that I got asked last week on a free strategy call that a lady had booked in to actually talk about her digital marketing plan and her whole business growth strategy. And this is really a fantastic question, so I just wanted to share it with you and the thoughts that I had and the responses that I gave to her at the time. It's not in my DNA to have regrets. Everything I've experienced on my pathway has actually been quite amazing. And when I really think about it, it's really what's helped me grow and help our business grow as well, because sometimes our best learning is from the mistakes that we make, and then taking this learning and then putting it into play and sharing it with others, being very open about what we've been through. So, other people can, most likely relate to exactly where we've been and what we've gone through as well. I think about the time that I wasted and trying to figure out what to call myself and what to do. And I suppose this came from a place originally because I was in a very high level corporate role, very secure, very, comfortable zone I was in, no issues, no problems at all. But I took, long service leave and I pretty well burnt out from my corporate role, and I knew I wanted to do something differently. So I stepped out of my comfort zone and thought, well, what can I do? Let's see where I end up at, during the course of taking, a very long service leave break. And so I spent a lot of time during that time actually thinking about that and thinking about, doing a lot of exercise and catching up, looking after me, and doing a lot of volunteer work and giving back to the community. So that was all really good and it was really refreshing. Now, the things I really anguished about when I started thinking about my business and, potentially the business that I wanted to be in, because marketing was my background, was I a digital marketing coach? Was I a business growth coach? Was I a productivity coach? I couldn't get my head square with all of this. Do I tell people about my corporate role and what I do with exercising? What about my love for marketing and for my creator? Do I tell them all about this? I mean, am I the marketing productivity coach? So all this stuff was going through my head and trying to find out, in my own head and get clarity around who I was and where I wanted to go in the business that we were creating and starting up. Now, actually, at the time I was anguished, but when I look back, it was a really fun time and it was a really good time. So here's the one thing that I didn't realise way back then was this thing that is so much more important than some canned elevator speech about who you are and what you do. And that's about the depth and the quality of the work you deliver. And that goes for me too. It was about the depth and the quality of the work that I was going to be delivering and we continue to deliver today. So I wish I could tell my younger self back then, hey, just keep growing, keep focusing on serving more people like you did in your corporate role, improving your skills, and everything will be just fine. Now, I know, of course, some people can easily describe who they are and what they do in a quick sentence, and that can be really, really empowering and give them a whole lot of clarity and really useful for getting ahead. But for me, that's never been the case, and to be honest, it's still not the case now. Even though we help our clients do this really quickly, it's harder to do it for myself. But it's never held me back. So if I could tell my younger self one thing, it would be this: forget about the elevator speech, forget about the pitch, and enjoy the walk and the time on the journey. Enjoy your clients and just get out there and start delivering. It will evolve, it will come. Now, even with that said, I really don't want to change any of it because, number one, that experience really helped me to relate to multi-passionate people who struggle to fit themselves into a conventional box just like me and just like I had the issue doing. And of course, number two, it helped me to value the time that I spent with others as well, including my wonderful husband, because he was so patient with me back then. And I ruined many times where we could have been having leisurely walks and exercise and talking about, getting clarity around where our business or what our business was and who I was. So let's wrap this up with a thought question. Let me ask you, if you could avoid all the mistakes that you've made, do you think you'd miss everything you learnt from them? Now, that was my finishing question to this lady on this call, and I wanted to thank her dearly for asking this because it really made me think about what I could share best with others about the journey that we've been through and I've been through. And the last thing, if you could just respond, leave a comment, email us back, and just let us know what's the one thing you know that you'd wish you'd done sooner in your business. And it'd just be great to share that information with others and with us. And I'd love to have that conversation with you. Thanks for watching once again, and look forward to our next video and time with you.